You go online and browse through men. You know what you're attracted to. Master's degree, six-figure income, same religion, same politics, fit, handsome. You set your search criteria to get all these traits and come to the conclusion that dating sites suck because there are virtually no men out there who are like the man you're looking for on a conventional dating site. So then you conclude that the better path is to go on Tinder or Hinge or Bumble because at least there's cute guys on there. And there are, but the experience kind of sucks. So what's a girl to do? Stick around and I'll explain how your way of searching is killing your chances of meeting Mr. Right. I'm Evan Marquette, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women and your personal trainer for love. Welcome to the Love You podcast. Keep listening to discover how to search for quality men online. When we're done, I'll let you know how you could apply to Love You to create a passionate relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood. So one of the central metaphors of Love You is that you're going to be the most effective at dating if you have a funnel of men to choose from instead of focusing on one guy too early. The reason for this should be relatively obvious. Most men are not your husband. So if your MO is to go online and shop for a husband with all the search criteria because you know what you like and you don't want to settle, you end up discovering that you've eliminated almost all of your options. You tend to fixate on a handful of dream guys that meet your criteria and then lament that online dating sucks. Online dating doesn't suck. And that is like the personal trainer at the gym. And you're like, I'm going to the gym and I'm working so hard and I'm still the same weight that I was when I started here. The gym must suck. No, it's kind of how you end up using it. So, not to attack you, I'm here to help. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me, my wild gesticulations. If you're on the audio podcast, you're going to have to use a little imagination. But I really want you to imagine a funnel. Right now I'm having my arms across the top of the screen. You're starting your funnel with, right now, I've got a wide funnel. That's what I encourage for you. But most people who go on there and put in their search criteria, oh, he's a non-smoker. Okay, I'm not saying you should be with a smoker. But he's a non-smoker. He is Jewish. He is, he likes biking. Right? The more things you put in, you're starting with a really narrow opening to your funnel. It's the size of a straw. And then you sort of wonder, well, if the opening at the top is the size of a straw, how come any guys aren't getting to the bottom of the straw? How come I'm not getting many dates or quality dates? Well, you started really narrow. Now imagine a funnel with a really wide opening. And this funnel, for our purposes, encompasses all men, right? It's just, you go online, it's men, 5 years younger to 10 years older, within a 20-mile search radius. Now, we're starting wide. We're looking through the widest aperture, and now we have an opportunity to see and take inventory of what's really there. And I'm not expecting you to like all these guys. I'm expecting you to see them, right? Just to browse through their faces and potentially, as I said in another video, find 10% of them attractive and work backwards from there. So we start with a wide funnel at the beginning, and that funnel dramatically narrows as you go through our Love You dating process that I outline in month 2 and 3 of my course. So if I predict, and I've been doing this for 17 years, I predict if you go through 500 men on your dating site and you put 50 of them on a likes list and see how many of the men see you, notice that you like them and initiate, and maybe initiate contact with a few of them. Pay attention to how those men follow up, right, their efforts. Now you're in business. But if you're only looking at a fraction of those men and only discover that there's 5 guys on your entire dating site, it's no wonder that you're convinced that online dating doesn't work. Right? And remember, any advice I give you, I've tried myself. I'm not talking from some sort of pedestal. My wife didn't meet on Match.com specifically, even though we were both on Match.com at the same time, because we both set our funnels too narrow from the start. I wasn't open to a woman 3 years older. Right? I was 34, and I was looking for women 27 to 34. My wife, growing up in San Diego right-wing military, didn't look for, Catholic, wasn't looking for a liberal Jewish guy. Promise. Right? And that's how we miss each other. Right? More recently, it's easier for me to talk about myself, but I see this in my own clients. I've got a Love You Masters client. It's private coaching. Her name is Jess. She's a 38-year-old single mother in the Midwest who just graduated with an amazing boyfriend, right, who makes her happier than she's been in her entire life with a man. And what was her big shift? What was the big thing she did to get this guy? She raised her max age range by 1 year, from 47 to 48. And she met an amazing guy just because she did that. So this, to me, just goes to show how many ships are just passing each other in the night. I implore you, as much as it's really tempting to just dial in, right, judge guys based on looks or put in very specific search criteria, you're passing up your husband quite possibly. Don't do your big screening based on this search criteria. Do your screening based on what happens afterwards, how he follows up, how you connect on the site, what efforts he makes in between dates to procure more dates, and base your choices on how he treats you rather than those narrow things that you plug into the site under the guise of compatibility. Taking this one piece of advice will give you more high-quality dating options than you've ever had before. So, my name is Evan Mark Katz. Thank you for tuning into the Love You podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click on the subscribe button, ring the bell, and choose all to ensure you get notified whenever new content comes out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please share an honest review on Apple. More reviews equals more awareness of the Love You podcast and more love in the world. And if you want to find love right now and are committed to making healthier choices with men so you can have an easier relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood, look for the link below and apply to coaching with me in Love You. I'll talk to you soon.